welcome to the channel. My name is Ash and today I'm going to be doing a review for The Song Out of Space on Xbox consoles. So this game was released onto the store on the 4th of February 2022. It's developed by Pixel Noire Games and it's published by Ratalaika Games, and they were kind enough to send me a copy for this video review, so big thank you to them for that. Now this game is pretty cool actually. It's sort of a mix between a sort of visual novel and a point and click adventure game. So it's set in 1962 during the height of the Cold War. So 12 astronomers at a deep space observatory are found dead, and because of the proximity of an important military base nearby, 2 federal agents are sent to investigate any Russian involvement. So you basically play as one of these 2 federal agents. So you can play as Catherine Armstrong, who's like a young recruit with excellent scientific skills, or the other one is Stuart Ross, who is like a street smart veteran. And they both have unique skills and personalities, and they both have their own sort of story routes and different dialogue options and stuff like that. So you get a sort of, it's the same overall plot if you play either of them, but the way you approach each of the sort of scenarios in the game, it is different depending on which character you play as. Now, basically, when they get there, they need to find out what really happened. So you basically explore this little sort of town, and you just sort of interact with people, speak to like the suspects, the sheriffs and stuff like that, and you basically got to sort of figure out what happens. Now there are 3 investigation routes and 4 different endings to the game. So there's a lot of replayability in there, and the story isn't that bad actually. I mean, I like how it's set up. It feels like an old school sort of retro game. Now, it says they use unique retro visual style that mixes pixel art with photography. So like they've took actual photographs and then they've sort of pixelated them up, and it looks quite good. I like the style of it. It gives it its own sort of unique flavour. And the plot itself is pretty good. It's like, is it or isn't it aliens? Basically, that's the plot of it. I'll not sort of spoil what happens, but the overarching sort of who did it is, could it be aliens? Is it Russians? Or is it just sort of like murderers, basically? Now, it has a really cool sort of creepy synth soundtrack, obviously sort of themed around it sort of the 80s, which is a bit weird because it is set in 1962, but it works well with the game. But that's what it's advertised as one of its features, an original 80s soundtrack, but it says it's set in 1962, which makes me chuckle a little bit, I'm not going to lie. But like I say, there's a lot of dialogue options. Depending on how you interact with people and how you reply to them depends on sort of how they respond back to you, how the story progresses. And then you get to certain sections where you have to click on items, investigate things, sort of inspect items, move around the different areas. So it definitely combines the sort of point and click style classic sort of gameplay with the interactions you'd get from a sort of standard visual novel, but it all works really well, and it's very unique, I must admit. Now the game itself isn't that hard for achievements. Like I say, you'll get a few of them just by playing through. There are some missable achievements. They're not that hard to get with a guide, and you may end up just getting a few of them by picking certain dialogue options, etc., and clicking on the right thing at the right time. But like I say, it wouldn't take you too long to get 1,000 gamer score if you were just playing for the gamer score. But like I say, play through it with both the characters and then literally just quickly mop up what you're missing. It would only take you sort of 20 minutes to mop up any you've missed. A full playthrough, like I say, you can skip through it and get through like a full playthrough in about half an hour, but a full playthrough at a normal pace, reading all the text and stuff, you're looking at sort of like up to 2 hours depending on how you play. Now the game is out on Xbox One and Xbox Series X and S. It does make use of smart delivery, which is great, and it has an optimization for Xbox Series X and S with 4K resolution and 60 FPS plus, which is nice. Now the game is normally priced at $4.99, but it's currently on sale at 20% off, so you can save $1 picking it up at $3.99 on the US Xbox Store while it's at launch. So grab it early to get that 20% off. Like I say, it is a very unique sort of game. It's got its own nice, unique sort of visual style. I love how you have a lot of dialogue, a lot of back and forth with people. I like that you get to do the point and click aspects of it and click on things and stuff. I just think it works really well, and the plot is pretty decent. It definitely reminds me of sort of 80s horror movies, like sci-fi movies. It's got those sort of like vibes of like an old school sort of alien film sort of vibe, which I think are really cool. So I highly recommend you check it out. Like I say, it's available right now. Really good price, really easy for achievements, and it's got a very sort of unique setting, a unique sort of gameplay mechanics that you don't see as much like combined. So definitely check it out. Like I say, you're getting basically 2 games worth out of it because you've got the both characters to play, sort of like classic Resident Evil, where it's the same game but with obvious differences depending on who you pick. But that's that for this video. Check it out. Like I say, out right now, and we'll see you soon for more content, guys. Bye for now.